Hey guys, how are we doing? We're back again with another build showcase, and today I decided to roll out the Hag, specifically with a blindness build. For those who don't know, blindness is a status effect in Dead by Daylight that when you're afflicted with it, you can't see any auras. So if you're running Bond, you can't see your teammates. If you're running Windows, you can't see the vaults or any pallets. Super annoying status effect. If your teammates, most importantly, are down on the floor, usually you can see them in red. Blindness does not let that happen. So let's go ahead and get into the build. Our first perk here, we're going to have Hex the Third Seal. Hitting a survivor with a basic attack or a special attack while the Hex totem is active applies the blindness status effect. This effect applies to the last 4 survivors hit, and of course, as long as the Hex is active, the effect is active. If someone cleanses it, sorry, I can't talk, the effect will go away. Next, we have Hex Undying. So while Hex Undying is active, survivors within 4 meters of any duel totem have their aura revealed. It's a nice little touch there to this perk, but the main reason why we run it is for the secondary effect, which is going to make it to where when another Hex totem is cleansed, in this case, Third Seal, that totem's Hex transfers to Hex Undying. So it is essentially an extra life for your Hexes. Super solid perk. Next, we have Knockout. Survivors put into the dying state by your basic attacks are not revealed to other survivors when they are standing outside of a 16-meter range. Survivors put into the dying state by your basic attacks crawl 50% slower for 15 seconds and have their recovery speed reduced by 25%. During this time, survivors are affected by the blindness status effect. Super solid perk. Super annoying. I guess I'm just evil. I had this thought of how annoying it would be to never know where your teammates are at, and it made me just throw this build together. So Knockout kind of speaks for itself, and it synergizes well with these other perks. On the off chance, for some reason, if someone is either not affected by the Third Seal, maybe I haven't hit them yet, and I've downed someone else, or maybe they've already been cleansed, meaning Third Seal and Undying, we still have value here. If they're far away from the person on the floor, they won't be able to see them. Super valuable perk. I love Knockout. Last, we have Fearmonger. Any survivor repairing a generator suffers from the blindness and exhausted status effect. If the survivor is already exhausted, their status effects timer will be paused. Both status effects linger for 5 seconds after stopping a gen. This perk was just a little something to throw on here just to add on to the blindness. I did get some value from it, but I only ran it for the first game. The very next game, I was gonna run it. Of course, I had to for the sake of a blindness build, but I saw everybody with medkits, man. And for those who don't know, Franklin's is so good on Hag, and I couldn't resist, so I threw Franklin's on there. So I cheated a little bit, but the gist of the build is still the same, and I had a lot of fun with it. Next, we got Rusty Shackles, one of my favorite Hag add-ons. So triggered phantasm traps give no indication of being triggered to survivors and do not spawn a mud phantasm. So for those who don't know, when you step on a trap, you'll often see a mud phantasm spawn, which indicates to you as a survivor that you've stepped on a trap and now Hag can teleport to you. Rusty Shackle gives no indications at all if they stepped on anything, and it allows for some really good jump scares, allows you to snatch people off of gens, off of totems, which does happen in our game, and I love it. Really, really fun. Next, we got the Dryad Cicada. It's going to increase our teleportation range by 30%. I like it just because it allows me to get away from the person I've slugged, or just get away from an area in general and still have the ability to teleport back should a trap get set off. I did run a cut coin just to prevent any chests from showing up, but we are out. I have not been spending blood points ever since we've been moving to PC. Actually, F's in the chat for this awesome Halloween skin that I won't have access to anymore now that I'm starting over on PC. But yeah, guys, if you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. And by the way, we just hit 100 subs yesterday. I'm super thankful. We started in June, I want to say, posting on YouTube, so it's been a ride, and I'm really thankful, truly humbled that you guys give me your time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come catch me on Twitch. See you guys later. Shelter Woods. Alrighty, this should be a fun map to run this build on. We got the Hex right behind us, which is always nice. And one is very close, which makes me think that they are definitely not spawning on our Hexes, so we got that going for us. I'm gonna go ahead and set some traps up over in areas where we got some loops at, just to try to interrupt the loops mid-chase. And finally found someone heading over this way. We spawned the wrong way, and that's on me. We're off to quite a start here, running into objects. I'm gonna give you that pallet. Let's go ahead and set a trap down, and I think this will be our first hit here. We'll get blindness going. We got someone burning our trap, so we got to be mindful of that. Dead hard. Looks like he ran into us. I know someone's around, so I'm actually gonna fake pick up right here. Act like I'm gonna put down a trap here. The footsteps. Where is that coming from? Behind me. Okay, so we don't fall for it. We got an altruistic team here, which means we're gonna get great value out of our build. We fake this. Thank you for camping that. Let's see how she plays this. I'm gonna block this off. My guess is she goes left. Yep. Go this way, and the fake gets her. Wonderful. So we got two people who have knockout applied to them, meaning the people on the other side of the map are now forced to run over near this side to figure out exactly where they're at. And once we hit them, it's going to be even better because we'll get them blind too. And you'll see how this kind of spirals. Got another person blind. Our one person is picked up, but that's okay. We'll hook someone here in a second. Right now I'm creating a ton of pressure. Fearmonger is annoying people who are on gens right now as well. And here she goes. I don't know why I did that. Ignore that. That didn't happen. But I will place it in here. And we got our first DC. I will tell you guys, this is probably not the best build if you want to make friends on this game. Snatch. Love it. Love it. I don't foresee this being a build that survivors like very much. Just saying. There goes Quad. I'm gonna leave a trap right over here and then we'll chase her. Oh, this is a down. Auto pool. I blame it on auto pool. I'm also ready to complain about how playing on controller fucking sucks now that I'm used to PC. Everything is so slow and clunky, man. Alright, Claudette. Let's see if we can make you blind. There we go. Everyone's blind now. And this person is burning my traps. Yep. I remember she had a flashlight. Is it dead hard? Yep. Whenever they run into me like that, it does not work anymore. Like, if you're gonna run into me, I'm just gonna wait a second. And so right now, we have this Claudette kind of zoned. Yeah, here she is. We got one person on the floor, one on hook. She can't see either one. She's just going off of where she saw them last. I see her running off, but I'm going to go ahead and set a trap here. And we got her zoned. Meanwhile, homie's dying on hook. Yep, he just sent himself to stage 2. And we're going to hit her. She'll get distance here, but it won't matter if she runs into the trap. She could always hold right, but let's see what happens. Yeah, she's going to run right into it. And that's game. And there we go, guys. That is the wrap of our first round. Although it is kind of a wash, right? Because we had a DC, but people will do that often against Hag, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and head on to our next game here. Hopefully it goes better. Sanctum of Wrath. I feel like this is a really good map for Hag. I love playing here. Let's go ahead and set a trap right on top of our hex. We had 2 back-to-back games where we spawned on our hex, which is nice. We do have one way on the other side, which is not as fun, but it is what it is. I like setting the traps up here in these bushes just because people do tend to walk through them, and especially one right here because they will often take this vault, and it's nice to cut them off. And we got someone here. We did swap out for Franklin's this game. We whiff. So I'm going to go ahead and take this medkit from you. Thank you. Took off Fearmonger for Franklin's. Franklin's just so good on Hag, and everyone brought him medkit, so it's really, really hard to resist. Double back and hit you. Thank you. We got a hit, we got a medkit, and we got a mallet. Actually, teleport. See, what did I tell you? That drop down one, man, so good. So we got knockout going now. We got one person blind. I would slug him, but I'm actually going to go for the hook. Don't ask me why. I just feel like it's the right play right now. That's what I'm going with. So we got our first hook here. We'll go ahead and set our trap. I didn't set one up on my hex, so let me drop this right over here. Maybe we'll get a snatch. We got Rusty Shackles. Love Rusty Shackles. Break this. I'm gonna go ahead and lock down this medkit as well. It's my medkit now. Should be out of charges at this point anyway. But let's see where the other two are at. Here they are. Other three, I should say. This gen's almost done, so we found them. Wonderful. We found Fang, who is hurt. I'm gonna trap out this window. They're stepping on my traps back there, but I'd rather stay here. That's embarrassing. She runs into that, and this is a down here. Do you have Dead Hard? Let's wait. We wait. Alright. Patience is key. She either has object. Yeah, I think she has object. I was gonna say either object or she's running by a totem that I don't see, but I was trying to put down my trap there, but it was not letting me. We got a teabagger. We shall remember this. Maybe they're fighting with each other. I can't tell who that was towards, to be honest. I'm guessing me, though. Like I said, Hag is not very popular. A blinding Hag is definitely not very popular. Let's go ahead and trap this up. It's like so close to being done. Remember, we have no regression on this build. Just running annoying ass perks right now. Intended on slugging to create pressure. So I'm just listening out real quick. Here's our trap. Were you coming for my hex, sir? Thank you. We'll chase him for a second. You gotta remember that the other player is over there. I didn't see who it was. I believe it's Nia. Weird choice to run it that way. Okay, well, as I say that, I get turned around. That's embarrassing. And I'm about to be over this chase, actually. If he doesn't fall for this, and he did it. So I'm over this. We see that you have potential energy, so I'd actually like to take those stacks away from you, pretty please. Maybe if she steps over on one of these traps, that'd be great. Just to take away her potential energy stacks. Oh, I got something more interesting over here. Give me that pallet. Beautiful. Trap this up. Let's hit this gen. Actually, it's still regressing. I cannot believe that they let it regress. They must have been healing over here. Someone's crying up here. Do they not hear me coming? There goes potential energy. She used it though. Good for you. Someone stepped on a trap and we get a snatch. Rusty Shackles on your hexes, man. It gets you snatches. The best feeling in the world when playing Hag. Let's set it up again. It's just the bushes are so, it's so hard to see the trap within those bushes. Alright, let's head back over here. I forgot where I left my slug at, to be honest. She's down here. But see, no one can see her right now. The combination of knockout and the third seal, which we can see with the number 4, tells us all 4 people are blind right now. They can't find each other. Being on comms will help, but I can't really tell how much it is or isn't helping, or affecting them, I should say. But the fact that she didn't come pick her up makes me think that we're getting some value here. Trap this up. Let's go ahead and teleport. And this is the dried cicada offering right here, letting us teleport way, way, way over here. And that's why I love bringing it. They finally found one of our hex totems, but we have Undying, so we're all good. Waiting out Dead Hard. I don't think she has it, but it's a habit instilled in me at this point. All right, guys, we're fucking rolling right now. I don't even know how many hooks we have, but we have a pretty decent amount of hooks. Only one gen has been completed. Again, we're running no regression, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. Lots of noise. Let's teleport. I should have went around. I was thinking he was gonna unhook from this side, but he didn't. That's all right. We got a trap inside. Let's trap off this side in case they decide to double back. We'll let her finish this. We'll be nice. Yeah. Well, let's let her get her challenge. We'll slug her here for a sec. I want to see where her friend went. There he is. Steve, buddy. Perfect. And I think he's actually out of this game. Which, if he is, this game's over. Which I kind of feel like it is already anyway. But Fang is definitely on death hard. Yeah, that's game, y'all. Well, this game was much more enjoyable than our first one. Being that everybody hung in there. They didn't DC. And then there were two. So here we go. That's the second time I've caught her crouching. I don't know what she's doing wrong. She double back? Yes, I do. And she vaults, and that's a hit. If I can see her. This is the only thing I will say I hate about waiting out dead hard is instead of just swinging, I wait a second. And sometimes you can lose track of where the fuck they're at. No one around. I'll just go ahead and hook her. And then there was one. She hasn't been hooked at all this game, actually. And there we go. You let that other girl die on her first hook, man. What's up with that? See if we can get her before she gets hatched. Actually, I hear it. She's got it. GG's. Alright, friends, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing for more content. I'm streaming currently on Twitch on Mondays and Thursdays afternoon, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. I do have some random streams thrown in between at random, so if you're interested in that, come by and throw me a follow. See you guys around.